Well, I thought there's some really good things he did, some things that he could do better. Overall, it was a very intentional week, and the basically the journey of a quarterback is you have to be able to learn to take whatever reps you have and then work on your own and apply it to your game. It was a good day. There's a lot of stuff that we can learn from, but it was cool to give him a couple opportunities that he made the most of, and particularly the orchestrating a 17-play drive at the end was good. So good stuff to learn from. Really going to go back and look at the tape to see what we can get better from, and start chopping wood next week. Yeah, no, there's Zach did some really good things in the first half. There was I think he did a good job handling their early looks where they were kind of playing zone from man alignments and vice versa. There was a couple plays that he could get better from for sure. A couple plays that I was very impressed that he made. So overall, I'm happy with the output, and we'll continue working on our process as the preseason goes. Well, I'm definitely not going to overreact to results, considering I talk about the process all the time. So I would be speaking against my own. But I think the biggest thing is that guys, you find things to see if guys can improve upon. Both those guys have done a great job, and two has led the way. So I'm not concerned about that at all. I think the most important thing is that we continue to improve and always do what's best for the team when push comes to shove. So guys are going to keep working, and we need them to have their best next week. Well, I think first of all it was attempts. There's a lot of things going on. We're trying to figure out various things with our roster. We have a very competitive young team, and so you have to, I feel irresponsible if I don't give people opportunities. And then sometimes when you're trying to figure that out, if you come to work and the defense wants to play 8 in the box every time, you get a couple more pass ops. I think the biggest thing was it kind of gave them a rhythm in the run game in the second half. I got more calls in. And guys, I've been very happy with our line of scrimmage work, both offensively and defensively. And so, giving an opportunity to get a couple more reps and display that was good. Well, so, I think you're trying. Everybody needs reps, but when you're in preseason games, moving on from practice, particularly in a joint, for 2 opportunities, I'm very intentional with each player that plays. There's some young guys that need more reps, and particularly, I don't. And then there's position battles that you don't want to have an answer for that's up in the air in your head. It has to be settled on the field. So there's a lot of things going on, but there were some opportunities for some young guys to really immerse themselves into the team, utilizing their technique and fundamentals that the upperclassmen have shown them. So there's a lot of good spirited effort. That was most important. The guys that played hard, and that's the brand of football we're trying to have. One of my favorite things that I talk to the team about all the time is the plays after something happens that you don't like. So a bad play in this case for D, he had an early fumble. And for him to go back and not blink and to be competitive and utilize his technique and fundamentals, I was very happy with. That's not an easy thing to do, but what I'm always looking for are those guys to see how they respond to adversity, because it's not if but when. So it was good for him to get that opportunity and take advantage of it. Nothing from the last time we spoke. We're gonna get back in town and kind of better assess the time frames between days and weeks, but not too long. So both of them are. We're gonna reassess when we get back to Miami, but I'm not concerned for what you're concerned about. Yeah. Well, so it's a soft tissue lower body that's not severe, semi-preventative, but kind of tricky for timelines. Yeah, it was if it was a situation where he could have, if we had a regular season game, it would have been a very different situation. I think he. But there's nothing severe going on. Appears to be hamstring. Don't know the severity. We'll check that out when we get back. To get all those reps is invaluable, just because not only is it the situation in the moment of truth, but then everybody learns from it in the film room. So, those are, particularly with how Dan likes to do it, super aggressive. That you're looking for those moments of intensity and pressure situations to see how people respond. Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's great. Definitely nice to get that one out of the way, even though it's in preseason. It's always fun to see our work come to fruition. Yeah, man, I've always liked throwing with Theo since we both got here together. And it just seems like we've always been on the same page through things. And he's a great player, and it's cool because we're both from the same area down in Texas. So definitely started an early connection there that has grown into something pretty cool. Not really, to be honest with you, but it's always nice to connect with someone who's from where you're from.
What's important for you to take from outing like this?
Yeah, right. I think on paper it looked like I had a pretty good game, but there's some throws out there and some reads out there that I wish I had back, which is the cool part about it, because the film and the way you feel after a game is not always as good as how you think it was or as bad as you think it was. I think last week on paper it looked pretty bad, but I felt like I made a lot of good decisions. And this week on paper it looks really good, but there's going to be a lot of stuff for me to learn from on this tape. But I think the receivers did a really good job this week, and I had no sacks. I think the O-line blocked their tails off today, and helped me out, helped me remain comfortable in the pocket. But me personally, there's some things that I need to learn from. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, a running game is a quarterback's best friend at the end of the day, and that'll be true to the end of time because it opens up those intermediate throws when those linebackers are biting heavy on play pass, play action pass, and then obviously busting a couple of those runs are huge, not even for me, but just the momentum of the game.
I thought some good things, but definitely some things for us to clean up, including myself, of course, and just from a whole operation just wasn't very good, and that starts with me just getting the guys in and out of the huddle, making sure we're lining up the right way. A lot of times guys going the wrong side, or me not hearing the play entirely clear from the sideline and putting us in the right stuff. So I thought that needed to be cleaner.
What was
Yeah, I think just the feeling of being out there and getting into a little bit of a rhythm and flow. Like I thought we put together some good long drives, and the longer you're out there, the more comfortable you get. And so I was starting to hit that point where I was starting to feel comfortable just being out there, and I think some of the other guys were as well.
Expanding that a little bit, we know at first year in practice, you got a much better too, so it seems like you're not going to go the second one or the second today. Do you feel much better about these 2 days as opposed to what happened Wednesday?
Yeah, totally. I feel like we've done a good job of coming back, and still a lot that we left out there today, but I think a lot of guys had the right mindset and came out to play today, and I thought did a good job overall.
What's the next step that you go along? Sure, one more preseason game. What in your mind is progress?
Yeah, for me, watching this film, seeing what I could do better personally, how I could, help the guys around me, and then take it into practice this next week, just trying to improve on those things, one play at a time, try not to make the same mistake twice, and then get ready for the Jacksonville game. Yeah, I thought the guys were doing a great job up front. I thought plenty of time. I mean, I want to say one of the sacks there at the end was just from an MA, not necessarily the O-line, missing a block or anything like that. I thought the guys were doing a great job, giving me plenty of time to go through my progressions. Yeah, but I thought they turned it on in the second half, so I think that was good. I mean, I think we can learn from that tape in the first half and maybe see what wasn't working maybe in that run game, and then see how we can improve there as well. I think the guys are going to take the same approach as me. Yeah, I mean, there was 2 for sure that I want back. I had the deep one to Esco that I underthrew him on. He's fast. It was a far throw. It was a lot further than I think I was anticipating when I originally threw it. So I want that one back. And then the one in the end zone, kind of like a layer ball over the top of the backer in the end zone, that I definitely want back as well.